And now, Taiwan is helping. A look at the work Taiwan is putting in to support friends in South America and the Caribbean.
最佳伙伴 Taiwan is helping 分享台湾在拉丁美洲和加勒比地区的人道救援与合作成果。
I'm here today talking to Dr. Sean Lin of the Taiwan Root Medical Peace Corps. Dr. Lin, how are you today?
Hi, how are you, Ryan?
I'm great, thank you. Could you please explain what the Taiwan Root Medical Peace Corps is and how it came to be founded?
Okay. Taiwan Root Medical Peace Corps is a non-governmental, non-profit organization dedicated to improve the qualities of life through medical service and health education. Founded in 1995 by Dr. Chichin Liu, TRMPC joined medical personnel with volunteers to form a medical service group.
Okay. And I understand the Peace Corps does local and international missions. Could you please talk about what you do during your local missions in Taiwan?
Sure. Basically, we set up temporary medical clinics in different mountains areas of Taiwan every month. We have doctors, dentists, and volunteers provide free medical care and health education to the local population.
Okay, and which sort of areas do you set up these clinics in?
Well, basically, we go to the Aboriginal tribes, for example, Hsinchu, and then Hualien, Taidong, to the mountains area. Yeah.
Okay, and what sort of medical issues do you find need to be addressed there?
There are various of problems. Well, first of all, the chronic disease, we have hypertension, and which is often spotted in the tribes. And then we also see a lot of lack of education, mainly, I think. And then sometimes we have a dental problem, and we have dentists with us as that's one of our specialties. We provide dental care, which is a bit more difficult for the people, the population there to have a good dental hygiene and education. So.
Why do these areas need the Taiwan Root Medical Peace Corps' help?
Well, mainly it's because the traveling time from their home to the clinics sometimes takes too long. For example, sometimes it takes 1 or 2 hours just to get down to the place where they can get the health service. And then it's for the elderly, especially, it's difficult for them that if they don't, especially when they don't have a vehicle to take there to the place where they need to go. So what we do is that we bring up the clinics to the place where they live, and which makes them much easier to access to the health service.
Okay. So I also understand that the Peace Corps has been on a lot of international missions, and in specific, you went on one in 2002 to the Amazon Basin in Brazil. Could you tell me a little bit more about that?
We have about 6 international missions every year, from Asia to Africa and also Central and South America. Well, the trip in 2002 was to Peru, actually. It traveled from Taiwan. It's a long journey from Taiwan. We fly to Los Angeles and then past the Costa Rica and then finally to the capital, Lima. But it doesn't end there, so we have to take another flight to Chiclayo and then take the bus around 5 hours to Imaza, and then another 5 hours of boat through upstream the Amazon River, the Maranon River, and finally to Wampami, where still today the Google map cannot point out the exact locations. So it was a long journey for us. It was the longest journey for us since then, yeah.
What was the existing medical infrastructure like there?
Well, at that time, it was even then they still have a clinic, but with only one doctors and then limited resources. What they can do is limited, and also they do have to pay for the visits, each visit to the clinic. So what often is that they don't go to the clinic at the right moment. They often, it's too late for them to get check up and then to get the service at the right time. So what we do there is to help the local, and then at the same time give them proper health education. But I know the time is limited. It's only we in there. It takes about long time to get there, and then we stay there for almost a month. But that's the must as much as we can do back then. Yeah.
Okay. And can you talk about some of the other international missions that you've conducted?
Well, my personal latest mission was to Jordan refugee camp in 2019 September, and then for TRMPC, the latest international mission was to Somaliland on 2020, just before the COVID-19 outbreak, and then Honduras and Nicaragua medical missions on 2019 July.
Okay.
Yeah.
Following your international missions, how do you best ensure that the foundations are still set for sustainable healthcare systems?
Well, other than the mission, we partnered up with organizations to provide medical education to the professionals. Like the one in 2009, we received 10 medical professionals who was appointed by the Ministry of Medical Service in Republic of Kenya to accept a 6-month medical training program in Taipei Medical University. And also in 2018, we have 2 Sudan doctors and 2 doctors from Nigeria and Uganda, 4 doctors from Uganda came here to our country to receive furthermore health medical service education. Yeah.
Okay. Following your missions, have you been back to any of the areas you first visited and seen a positive progress in the medical infrastructure that exists there now?
Well, I think worldwide, everywhere does improve in medical infrastructure, but I wouldn't say that all it was due to our organization's help. I think it's with the help of everybody in the world. There's a lot of NGO and the local government do have a lot of help in this area. For example, I went to Philippines a couple of times, and then I also went to Swaziland twice. Every visit does give me some courage in, like, we see there's a lot of progress in living conditions and health conditions. So, but I think that's not only because of us, it's because of everyone in the world. Yeah.
Okay. Who can volunteer on a medical mission with the Peace Corps, and what sort of volunteers do you need?
Well, on an ordinary mission, we have physicians, dentists, and nurses, pharmacists, medical technicians with us. So that's the basic member, but we also have volunteers and students from different areas to form up the team for mission. So the mission require much more than the medical personnel only. We sometimes have, for example, the local mission, we have barbers with us, and then they help to cut the hair, for example.
Okay.
And then I think simple task might do a lot of benefit. And we have also psychiatrists with us, and then sometimes they can talk to the kids over there, and then to find out what we can do more to help them.
Okay. Yeah. Has the coronavirus pandemic hampered your ability to provide services, either locally or internationally?
Well, locally in Taiwan, we are lucky to still have ability to provide the service. But internationally, we do face difficulty traveling abroad due to the pandemic factor. But we stopped the international mission since the COVID outbreak. But we're lucky in Taiwan that we're still able to provide local services. Yeah.
Okay. And what are the plans for Taiwan route for the near future?
I think each mission is for us. We're non-profit, non-governmental organization, so we don't have a lot of resources in doing missions. So every trip, the medical personnel have to pay for themselves, and then they have to take their own vacations by themselves. So it's lucky that we have a lot of people join us and then to complete the mission. So we're gonna steadily go as we have the past more than 20 years, and then and then we'll see what we can do more.
Okay,
yeah.
Great. Okay, Dr. Lin, thank you for speaking with us today, and we wish you all the best with your work in the future.
Thank you, Ryan. It's my pleasure.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you. Bye.
Taiwan is Helping 由外交部赞助播出。
You've been listening to Taiwan is Helping, brought to you in association with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs.